Hello everyone, and welcome back to this new session. This sacred clearing is offered for those whose hearts have carried pain too long. For the ones who were never truly loved. For those who have been abandoned, betrayed, or silenced in love. For those who have given everything and received distortion in return. For those whose hearts remember another kind of love, the sacred kind, but don't know how to find it here. This work is for the soul who has known confusion in love, deep grief, emotional entanglements, heartbreak that never healed, karmic bonds that never broke, or interference from forces not of the light. Some carry the pain of love lost in this life. Some carry it from others. Some carry it from lifetimes they do not remember, or from bloodlines that pass the burden forward. In this sacred space, we come together to unbind, dissolve, forgive, and return. We will be clearing not only heartache and emotional pain, but also energetic layers of interference. Love spells. Black magic. Cursed or buried objects. Ancestral manipulation. Soul bindings. And distortions of love we may have created or received. This is a deep unraveling and a sacred restoration. It is a path back to your true heart and to love as it was always meant to be, free, sovereign, whole, and sacred. Because this clearing involves the dissolution of heavy and dark energies. It is recommended that you create a pure and anchored environment before beginning. Light a candle to anchor the flame of divine truth and presence. Burn sage, incense, or any purifying plant. Open a window to allow any released energies to exit your space. Have water nearby, the spirit of water will assist in cleansing and softening the heart. Even if you cannot physically burn anything, call upon the spirit of purification through your breath and intention. What matters most is your willingness to meet truth and your permission for love to return. We now open the sacred space for this clearing session, in full reverence, in truth, and in love. We call upon Divine Source, the origin of all pure love, truth, and healing. May this field be consecrated in divine light, in full alignment with the soul's highest path, and protected by the eternal intelligence of love. We call upon the spirit of pure love, the sacred current that exists beyond distortion, the love that was never wounded, never lost, and never forced. We now invite the presence of the Earth Dragon, keeper of grounded truth, to anchor this session into the human realm and lived experience. We welcome the white celestial dragon, bearer of divine remembrance, to illuminate all distortions and illusions surrounding love and restore emotional sovereignty. We honor and invite the spirit of water to soften and wash through every layer of the heart, dissolving stored grief, heartbreak, and all imprints of emotional or spiritual interference. We acknowledge the sacred witness of the law of karma, the law of free will, and the law of divine timing, not as forces to be directed, but as eternal guardians of truth and balance. Let all that unfolds be in harmony with these laws. We now call forth Archangel Michael, guardian of light, sword of truth, and shield of sovereignty. Beloved Archangel Michael, we ask and allow, in full alignment with divine source and the higher self of each being present, that you now shield and seal this sacred space completely, from within and without, above and below, across all directions and dimensions. That you locate, remove, and dissolve instantly and without resistance all spies, entities, cords, energies, implants, technologies, manipulations, interference, watchers, siphons, links, or tracking mechanisms of any kind, whether human, non-human, seen or unseen, conscious or unconscious. Let this clearing and protection be fully valid and active in this incarnation and in all incarnations. Across all versions of the self, across all parallel and alternate timelines. across all soul aspects and levels of consciousness, through all dimensions, densities, realities, and forms, from the beginning of creation until now, and in every place, world, field, and location, known or unknown, where any of these energies exist. Let every distortion, hook, opening, or interference be now closed, cleansed, and removed at the root. Let every attempt to observe, manipulate, limit, delay, reverse, or interfere be instantly and permanently dissolved. Let this be done under the authority of Divine Source and in full agreement with the higher self of each participant. Let all aspects of the soul be recalled into wholeness and sovereignty. This decree is made. This field is protected. This work is sealed. We now welcome Archangel Raphael to bring healing and restoration to the emotional and physical heart. Archangel Gabriel to speak truth and open clarity. Archangel Uriel to illuminate what was hidden. Archangel Zadkiel to pour mercy and forgiveness through all layers of the soul. Archangel Metatron to align all layers of the soul's records. Archangel Sandalphon to anchor this work fully into the human, earthly body and experience. We invite the presence of the angelic orders, the ancient elders of light, the ascended masters, the star nations, and the cosmic councils of truth. We call on the higher self, soul council, and divine intelligence of every participant now. That nothing may be done without full soul agreement, full divine permission, and full alignment with eternal truth. And so it is. Beloved one, you who enter this sacred space with a heart heavy from love's pain, you who have loved deeply, lost greatly, and suffered silently, know this, you are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are not alone. Divine Source of all love, we ask that your light now wrap around each soul here like a soft mantle of grace. Let your love, deeper than oceans, stronger than death, more faithful than time, pour into every crack, every scar, every corner of the heart that has grown weary. To those who were abandoned, may they feel held. To those who were betrayed, may they feel protected. To those who lost hope, may they be reminded. You are loved beyond measure. You are precious beyond belief. And your heart was never wrong for loving. May the Great Mother of all, may the angels of pure love, may the Spirit of sacred union now gather beside each heart. Let every tear fall into holy soil. Let every sorrow be given to the light. Let every heartbeat remember its truth. You are worthy of real love. You were made from it, and you are returning to it now. Breathe. Rest. Let the healing begin. And so it is. For many, the very first experience of love was not love at all, but absence, neglect, or rejection. When a child grows up in an environment where love is not expressed, not safe, or only given conditionally, they internalize the belief that love must be earned, that they must suppress their emotions to be accepted, or worse, that love is inherently unsafe. This leaves a deep and invisible imprint that impacts every romantic relationship that follows. The person may chase unavailable partners, feel unworthy of affection, or even sabotage real love when it comes close. Often, they don't even know why, because the wound was formed so early and so deeply. Now, we'll address the core emotional and energetic blueprint of lovelessness, the places inside you that still feel unseen, unheld, or unloved even in the presence of someone who cares. Until this foundational wound is cleared, the heart cannot fully receive or recognize healthy love because it doesn't believe it exists. We now call on the divine source and angelic forces to completely lift the root wound of lovelessness from your emotional body, nervous system, inner child, and subconscious mind. We ask to dissolve all soul-level grief tied to never having known safe, secure love. Clear every contract or belief that says I am unworthy of love or love is pain. Heal the original abandonment by caregivers and ancestors. Repair the heart's energetic matrix to be able to receive love again. The spirit of true emotional healing, supported by Archangel Raphael and the Seraphim Order, gently wraps the inner child in divine compassion. The ancient elders of light retrieve the earliest soul memories of emotional abandonment and bring them into the sacred healing pool overseen by the spirit of water. Mother Gaia stabilizes the body as emotional imprints are lifted, and Archangel Chamuel infuses the heart with the energy of pure, safe, divine love. This healing is now released, lifted into the light, and sealed with divine grace. Breathe. Let the grief go. Let your heart begin again. So it is. Repetition in love is rarely random. Most people relive the same pain in different forms, over and over. Whether it's always falling for the unavailable one, always being left, always playing the rescuer, or always losing yourself in the other, these are trauma patterns, not destiny. These loops often begin in childhood and become reinforced through repeated experiences, ancestral programming, and unresolved soul contracts. Over time, they create a distorted sense of normal. The pain feels familiar, so the nervous system clings to it even as the heart suffers. We will break the invisible magnetic pull toward familiar wounding. Collapse the karmic repetitions, subconscious programming, and identity structures that recreate the same heartbreak in new disguises. Until these loops are dissolved, you will unconsciously attract what hurt you, not because you want it, but because a deeper part of you still expects it. We now break and permanently dissolve all repeating emotional, karmic, and ancestral love patterns. This includes trauma bond loops, addiction to unavailable or toxic partners, the rescuer or fixer pattern, avoidant or anxious love programming, subconscious recreations of childhood trauma and relationships. We collapse these timelines, cords, agreements, karmic echoes, and false identities across all lifetimes, parallel existences, and ancestral lines. The Ascended Masters of Sacred Union and the Cosmic Councils of Truth collapse all artificial timelines and karmic contracts of distorted love. Archangel Metatron, with the thrones, extracts all grid-level programming of trauma repetition. We ask to release soul entanglements from all lovers, past and present. Archangel Michael dissolves energetic cords, while the Soul Council witnesses and seals this liberation. These loops are now cleared, removed, and replaced with neutrality, wholeness, and divine love blueprint. And so it is. Heartbreak, betrayal, and abandonment can fracture a soul. Some carry these wounds for years or even lifetimes, hidden beneath strength, busyness, or numbness. But the wound remains, the feeling that love always leaves, that trusting is dangerous, that opening your heart again will only lead to more pain. Here, we directly address the emotional and energetic debris left behind by loss, betrayal, ghosting, cheating, or abrupt disconnection. These experiences often leave you fragmented, with parts of your energy still bound to people who hurt you or to versions of yourself frozen in grief. When these wounds are not cleared, they calcify into fear, fear of trusting again, fear of repeating the pain, fear of being left. And fear is the strongest block to true love. Now, we help the heart remember its wholeness and free it from the weight of past agony so it no longer governs your future. We call forth the spirit of sacred union and the archangelic hosts to extract betrayal imprints, heartbreak cords, and emotional bleeding wounds. Remove abandonment scars from the energetic field and inner body. Seal and repair the fragmented energy caused by shock, grief, and despair. Clear rage, sorrow, fear of being left, and fear of loving again. Restore the heart to sacred sovereignty, trust, and wholeness. This healing is done across all lifetimes, dimensions, and timelines where these betrayals occurred. The spirit of sacred union moves through the emotional field like golden balm. Archangel Raphael and the cherubim gently extract betrayal cords and heartbreak wounds. The spirit of water absorbs the emotional debris and carries it to the divine for transmutation. Archangel Uriel helps restore understanding and inner safety, while Archangel Chamuel mends the emotional template and realigns it to divine trust. Your higher self, present throughout, stabilizes and integrates this healing across all soul fragments. It is done. Many people don't realize how often romantic energy is interfered with through manipulation, spells, and spiritual interference. Love spells, bindings, buried ritual objects, photos, blood magic, and other manipulations done by others or by oneself out of desperation can entangle your field and create confusion, obsession, blockages, or forced attraction. These interferences often bypass conscious consent. They can be done by past lovers, jealous third parties, family members, or even strangers. Some are ancestral and passed down unknowingly. Others stem from rituals performed in moments of heartbreak, revenge, obsession, or misguided manifestation. This step is one of the most vital. It dissolves all spiritual interference in your love field, no matter when it was done, by whom, or why. It ensures your relationships, past, present, or future, are governed only by your free will, your truth, and your sacred path. No distortion, no manipulation, no hidden anchors. We now deactivate, dissolve, burn, and transmute instantly and irreversibly. All black magic, rituals, curses, spells, voodoo, witchcraft, and hexes related to love. All buried objects, photos, dolls, tokens, written names, jars, or offerings used to bind you or your love life. All etheric implants or tracking devices interfering with your love energy. Any spells done by you or against you, known or unknown, with or without consent. All ancestral bloodline magic or vows blocking healthy union. All of this is now neutralized, undone, reversed, and removed across all timelines, dimensions, lifetimes, without resistance, without return. Archangel Michael, with the order of the seraphim, descends to dissolve all objects and implants, clear and dissolve cords, and removing energetic devices. The ancient elders of light identify hidden and buried ritual anchors across timelines and dissolve them in divine fire. The spirit of divine law calls forward the law of free will, permanently overriding any remaining magical bindings. The spirit of water and the cosmic councils of truth flush out residue and restore purity. Any ancestral spirits who partook in magic are guided to the light and released through Archangel Zadkiel's mercy and transmutation. These distortions are cast into the sacred fire of divine truth. Only your free will and soul love remain. And so it is done. Sometimes we are not only the ones who suffer from love interference, we are also the ones who, knowingly or unknowingly, created it. Out of heartbreak, desperation, fear of abandonment, or deep soul pain, we may have tried to bind love, control outcomes, influence someone's heart, or magnetize a specific person to us, in this life or another. This includes love spells we cast, alone or with others. Energy rituals to attract or keep someone. Psychic attempts to hold on to someone who was leaving. Using sacred objects, candles, dolls, pictures, herbs, writing names in rituals. Seeking practitioners to do magic for us. Repeating manifestation rituals with attachment to a specific person. Past life vows, contracts, or binding ceremonies not released. Any karmic energy where we influenced another's free will. Even when done from longing, pain, or innocence, these actions create karmic threads and energetic debt, which often come back to us in unexpected ways, through repeated heartbreak, mirrored manipulation, blocked unions, or unending longing. This is not about shame, it is about truth, compassion, responsibility, and release. To fully heal the heart and step into pure, divine, reciprocal love, we must cleanse not only what was done to us, but also what we have done, and offer forgiveness to ourselves and others in full alignment with the law of karma. We now bring into full awareness and light everything we have done, consented to, or aligned with, across all lifetimes, timelines, dimensions, and realities, including in our ancestral and soul lineage, to influence love, bind someone, cast spells, or interfere with another's heart. We allow this truth to rise, without shame, without fear, with full accountability. With the full power of divine source, we now dissolve all love spells, manipulations, bindings, rituals, objects, pacts, or intentions we sent out. Release all energetic threads still connecting us to those actions or people. Call back all parts of our soul lost or fragmented in those acts. Burn and disintegrate all tools, links, objects, written names, and energetic constructs used. Reverse all rituals, conscious or unconscious, that override another's will. Nullify all soul contracts created through distortion. Recalibrate our field and timeline to pure, sovereign love. We now offer full forgiveness to ourselves and all others involved. We forgive the part of us that acted from pain. We forgive those who guided or encouraged us in distortion. And we release all guilt, all karmic hooks, all hidden shame. And so it is. Even if you haven't met your destined partner yet, you are already connected energetically. If that union is real and divinely orchestrated, then their soul is on a parallel healing path. But interference in either field, yours or theirs, can block, delay, or distort that connection. Sometimes your destined partner is caught in karmic loops, spiritual interference, ancestral bindings, or toxic attachments that prevent union. Other times, your own field is still carrying attachments to past lovers or outdated projections. This creates confusion, spiritual entanglement, and a sense of waiting without clarity. We'll work directly with the higher selves of both souls to clear interference, sever karmic delays, and prepare the field for sacred union. It is not meant to rush love, force outcomes, or control timing. It is to ensure that when the time is right, nothing is standing in the way, not magic, not confusion, not soul debris. Only truth, readiness, and divine alignment. With permission from your higher self and theirs, we now remove all blocks to your destined love union. Dissolve energetic interference in both of your fields. Heal and restore the divine path of sacred partnership. Clear karmic ties, distractions, and illusions. Untangle your field from old lovers, projections, and fear. We now fully cleanse your love channel and theirs, aligning both of you in divine timing, divine readiness, and divine Archangel Gabriel opens communication between your soul and your destined partner's soul. The cosmic councils of truth release blocks and interferences from either party's field. The soul councils oversee the agreement and ensure mutual readiness and karmic clearance. Archangel Michael dissolves interferences, illusions, and cords. Archangel Metatron and the thrones restore the divine geometry of the sacred love path. The law of divine timing is called in to align both of you without pressure, perfectly. Let the field be cleared and restored to its purest form. And so it is done. Your romantic patterns are not just yours. They are often inherited. Many families carry generations of unresolved trauma around love, marriages without love, betrayal passed down, emotional suppression, sacrifice, abuse, unspoken grief. These ancestral imprints live in your blood, your nervous system, your cellular memory. Some carry vows of suffering, spiritual punishment, or unconscious loyalty to the pain of their ancestors. Others repeat love patterns out of guilt or shame, feeling they must carry the same burdens or stay small to stay connected to their lineage. We'll go deep into the ancestral field and clears the generational trauma around love, not just for you, but for those who came before and those who will come after. It restores the right to receive love without suffering. It releases your soul from the burden of inherited pain. It honors your ancestors by helping them heal, not by repeating their wounds, but by transcending them. We ask that this release be in full alignment with our higher selves, divine source, law of karma, and divine will. We now enter the ancestral field of your bloodline to release vows of lovelessness, suffering, abuse, or forced unions. Remove grief from generations who never knew true love. Clear inherited mistrust, submission, violence, or despair in relationships. Break ancestral patterns of staying in toxic love out of duty or shame. End karmic repetitions and restore your lineage's right to sacred, joyful love. This clearing is done for all generations backward and forward. All ancestral spirits are guided into healing and release. Archangel Zadkiel, Keeper of Mercy, guides the ancestral spirits into reconciliation and freedom. The ancient elders of light perform a full soul review and collapse ancestral vows of suffering. The thrones recalibrate the family line to divine order. Mother Gaia receives and grounds the released pain, transforming it back into living power. Archangel Raphael blesses your lineage with the frequency of true healing love. The bloodline is now purified and free to love in truth. And so it is. Now that all distortions, pain, and interference are cleared, we recalibrate you to attract and sustain divine love. We now activate your sacred heart template of pure love. Restore your magnetism for aligned, reciprocal, joyful union. Seal all clearings with divine protection and truth. Anchor the vibration of peace, trust, joy, play, passion, and emotional safety. Infuse your energy with the codes of divine partnership, soul recognition, and eternal love. The archangels Chamuel and Raphael, with the seraphim, flood your field with radiant rose gold and emerald love light. Your higher self anchors the sacred heart blueprint into your body, relationships, and future. The ascended masters of sacred union bless your path and infuse you with the new codes of mutual recognition and lasting joy. The spirit of sacred union seals your field with the energy of holy devotion, balance, and passion. You are now calibrated for love that honors your soul. It is done. Beloved soul, you who have journeyed through the chambers of the heart, who have dared to face the sorrow, the loss, the longing, you are seen. You are honored. You are deeply loved. Let this moment be your stillness after the storm. Let this breath be your return to peace. Let this silence be the place where love begins again. Divine source of infinite compassion, we ask now that you gently close this sacred space with mercy and grace. Wrap each heart in the soft gold of your protection. Let every soul leave here lighter, stronger, freer. To those who remembered their worth today, let it never be forgotten. To those who released the pain, may it never return. To those who still carry longing, remind them, divine love always finds its way. Archangel Michael, seal this healing in light. Archangel Raphael, continue to tend the places still tender. Great Mother, hold each soul as they sleep, as they walk, as they dream. Let them feel you, not just now, but in the quiet hours, in the ordinary moments. When doubt returns, may love return faster. Dear heart, you are not cursed. You are not alone. You are becoming whole. And love, true, sacred, living love, is already within you. Let this be the day your heart comes home to itself. And so it is. We now come to the sacred completion of this healing and clearing. With full presence and reverence, we offer our deepest gratitude to Divine Source, the origin of all true love, truth, and freedom. We thank you for allowing this sacred work to unfold in alignment with each soul's divine intelligence, consent, and timing. We give thanks to the Earth Dragon, who anchored this session into the wisdom of the human journey, and to the White Celestial Dragon, who illuminated and restored truth beyond all illusion, distortion, and interference. We honor the Spirit of Water, who has washed through the emotional body, releasing residue, heaviness, memory, and pain, in softness, strength, and purity. We offer thanks to Archangel Michael, Guardian of Sovereignty, for shielding this space completely, for removing all interference, distortion, spies, manipulations, entities, cords, implants, watchers, and technologies. Not just here, but across every incarnation, timeline, version of self, parallel dimension, and level of consciousness. From the beginning of creation until now. And everywhere these energies existed, known or unknown. This protection stands permanently, through time and space. We thank Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Zadkiel, Metatron, Sandalphon, and all angelic orders who held this healing in clarity, mercy, illumination, and divine balance. We thank the ancient elders of light, the ascended masters, the star nations, and the cosmic councils of truth for their sacred witnessing. We acknowledge the law of karma, the law of free will, and the law of divine timing. We did not attempt to command them. We allowed them to guide this process in truth. May every act of clearing now be sealed in balance and recorded in light. We thank the higher self, soul council, and divine intelligence of each participant for allowing this restoration and for guiding each step in perfect divine alignment. Let all that was released now be fully cleared, returned to source, or transmuted in accordance with eternal law. Let all that was restored be protected and sealed in divine love. Let all that remains be only truth. We now fully and permanently close this sacred space. Across all timelines, dimensions, layers, and realities. Through all aspects, levels, and fragments of the soul. In this life and all others. And in every direction of time and space. The portal is closed. The work is sealed. The field is clear. The soul is sovereign. It is done. It is witnessed. It is sacred. And so it is.